Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here at Crypto Nation. So the crypto bull run has officially started, and we got to get ready. We're getting ready for the parabolic run. And here's another episode of Crypto Nation Reactions from the Altcoin Daily. And the title they're saying here is Bitcoin holders pay attention to this. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for post notifications, and let's see what they're saying on this episode. All right.
Price today continues to consolidate under a 7-month resistance, of which we've hit and been rejected off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate times. If we are finally able to break above and close above it, prepare for October.
October, babies.
October, you said, not October. You said October, right, Meltem?
That is right.
General partner of Crucible Capital, Meltem Demirors, explains what the data for Bitcoin is telling us. And after, I want to show you this one chart which the mainstream media is not reporting, as well as Solana news, altcoin news. Watch today's whole video. But with Bitcoin, what should we expect next?
And I think one of the things that's really important to remember here is the crypto industry is an interesting one because we have a plethora of data, right? Sonali, you shared some of it pertaining to ETF flows. That is a data point that's really widely tracked, but we have a lot of on-chain data that we can look to. I think what we're seeing right now, the Bitcoin halving happened earlier this year. There is this 4-year cycle that gets talked about a lot in crypto that's directly driven by these Bitcoin halvings, where the supply of Bitcoin mined in every block gets cut in half. It's effectively the inflation rate in the Bitcoin protocol getting cut in half. We had a halving earlier this year. Typically, the halving takes about 9 months to sort of filter through. We've seen, BlackRock went from owning 0 Bitcoin at the start of the year to now holding $25 billion of Bitcoin. We have Larry Fink in his earnings call for BlackRock talking about the potential of Bitcoin to be a massive asset class like gold. And so I think there's just been a fundamental shift, and coupled with sort of this halving and this typical 4-year cycle we tend to see with Bitcoin leading and then other longer tail crypto assets following, we should have this incredible backdrop. And on top of that, it's also an election year where crypto, believe it or not, has become a massive platform for the Trump campaign. And now it's starting to become a small but growing part of the platform for the Harris campaign. So all of this taken together, I think, is driving a lot of attention.
So it's a waiting game like right now. I'm personally watching the stock. So it's a waiting game like right now. I'm personally watching the stock market right now for sort of traditional investor sentiment. I mean, it's a very tricky market at the moment because year to date, yes, we continue to hit all-time highs. This should be euphoric, yet investors are nervous.
We got earnings as we head into an election, and everybody's wondering what the Fed's actually going to do next.
This uncertainty, combined with the grinding upwards of new all-time highs, is the reason there's still opportunity.
And we have, 46 new highs, and it's the market that nobody actually loves, so we continue to go higher, and quite honestly, we probably can continue to go higher because I've never seen a market that's doing so well that nobody talks about and everybody's afraid of. And again, path of least resistance is what I always believe in, and the path of least resistance, in my opinion, continues higher because there's absolutely zero FOMO on the upside right now.
JJ Kinahan explains his reasoning on where he sees markets into 2025.
But one of the reasons, as I started with, that I think we continue higher is if they're going in, they're still going in very...
Just dipping their toe in?
Yeah.
Little bit at a time.
A little bit at a time. And I think to your point, there are some people who are so underinvested, and that's usually the time the markets continue higher. Again, people don't truly believe. And everyone I talk to is so nervous. The Fed's been a tough story. Mm-hmm. People are unsure what to do there.
Although the Fed is now in a massive easing cycle. So.
Well, yes, they are.
Whether we get a cut at the next meeting or not.
Somebody hasn't told the bond market that the last week or so.
And this chart is what it all comes down to, that the mainstream media isn't sharing. The Dixie, the strength of the dollar index, keeps on rallying. I think this rally will extend through end of year.
At Sierra, Jack discovered great pickleball gear at incredible prices.
That's yours.
Which led to another discovery.
I know many were predicting doom for the dollar a few weeks ago when the Fed pivoted. But since everyone likes comparing this BTC cycle to 2016, note that the Dixie had a 9 to 10% rally in Q4 2016 as well, after a weak August-September. So again, this is the strength of the US dollar. If the US dollar is very strong, people keep their money in the dollar. They don't put them in assets. When the dollar starts losing strength, that's when they will put value in the stock market, into crypto, into Bitcoin. It seemed the Dixie weakened into the Fed pivot, and then the week-ish it happened, bounced off it. Until this reverses, that's a hold on alt season, but that's okay. Everything's fine. The current Bitcoin halving progress is only 12% of the way through. So again, being here today is like being right here in 2020, still a lot of upside, like right here at the end of 2016, and even like right here in mid-2013. We are only 12% of the way through, and this is par for the course with alt season. Altcoin season starts typically 224 days after the Bitcoin halving, meaning around then, that is when Bitcoin dominance usually tops and will start falling very soon. You have passed the darkest times, and now you deserve the reward. So comparing to where we are now, understanding that we are not yet 224 days after the halving, looking at 2017 and 2021, 224 days is when Bitcoin dominance started to fall and altcoins started.
Yeah, history is definitely repeating itself, with that halving chart. Just like you said, after the halving, we're only 12%, into the bull run. 12%. So we got a lot to go. So this is amazing. This is just the beginning. When you think about it, just the beginning.
To rally. Click subscribe right now if you appreciate this alpha. We drop a video every day keeping you informed about crypto. And huge growth milestone for Ondo and Solana. Ondo's flagship yield coin, USDY, recently surpassed over 100 million in TVL on Solana, achieving over 100% growth in the past 30 days, meaning that even though price for both Ondo and Solana has been chop-solidating, fundamentals are improving.
Beauty of Ondo.
I found this interesting. I want to share with you. This is the Chief Strategy Officer at Ondo Finance discussing how demand for Ondo products may increase as interest rates drop, which we all expect them to over the next year. It's about 75 seconds.
When interest rates go down, and this is similar to what Jeremy's saying, I guess, is the need for stuff like borrow, margin, all these sorts of things typically goes up. Right? When capital becomes cheaper, leverage becomes more popular. There is no better funding tool for these types of things than a treasury when you look at traditional market. So I'm very bullish the concept of using tokenized treasuries in these types of trades and environments, which only is going to grow when interest rate actually drop. So I think the demand for products, paradoxically almost, may actually increase when interest rates go down for the Ondo products. Also, even when they go down to like 4%, 3%, whatever, 3% is still better than 0%. And people forget the investor protections that our products come with, because retail money typically doesn't think that way. Institutional money does. And so the investor protections that the Ondo products have that are far better than stablecoins, honestly, you're not going to go anywhere. On our business model, fundamentally, the beauty of Ondo is any yield that is being generated, more or less all of it, is being passed to the end user.
And news for gaming altcoin Superverse and the Sei network. Superverse is officially building with Sei, the fastest parallel blockchain designed for high-performance gaming and decentralized apps. And why did they choose Sei or C? Well, Sei is a layer 1 that combines the dominant development standards of Ethereum with the speed of Solana to create the first ever parallelized EVM with over 12,500 transactions per second, 380 millisecond finality, and extremely low transaction fees. Sei is built for high performance and scalability. Developers in the Superverse community can now start building. Be sure to like today's video if you got value today, and like all, we see tomorrow.
All right, that concludes that episode. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. We got Bitcoin at 67,000, back down to 67. It's just keep going back and forth from 67 to 68, but it's only going to be a matter of time before it breaks that resistance. There's BNB, Solana, XRP. I'll do another video on XRP when I get a chance. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for post notifications. Also, get the channel membership if you like to support the channel. Get the channel membership, and because I do drop private content for the channel members. But anywho, thanks for tuning in. I'm out of here.